let's reset for March. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, we are going to be resetting for March. Ironically, I am making some new changes in my life starting in March, which I've already made those changes, and I was already reset by the end of February. So March 1, on Sunday, I was ready to go. However, I would go forth and fall ill, which I still am ill. I'm on the tail end of it though, and I figure you can't really tell. You could maybe tell in my voice, but maybe not by looking at me, so it's fine. So anyway, I was ready to rock and roll for March. I was nice and reset. It's just I am filming this video a little late, but not to worry. Today we're going to talk about February finances, March finances, February recap, favorites, lessons, habits, March goals, February goals, literally everything that I do to reset for a new month. This is actually my list that lives in notes, and I do those steps every single month, and they just make me feel good about ending the month or recapping or reconciling the month and then getting set up and started fresh for the new month. So anyway, let's go ahead and start with recapping our February finances. I can't really breathe for real, but I'll cut out all my unnecessary breathing and stops and all of that, so don't you worry. In February, my husband and 4 friends embarked on a low spend challenge. We are running the challenge back in March, and so I think we have maybe 9 participants now. We lost 1, but we gained 3 book club members, and 1 is actually my coworker. And then we also gained one of my colleagues that lives in Maryland. So we are in all the states, basically from Maryland all the way down to Georgia. And we are just, you know, holding ourselves accountable. It's actually quite fun. But we did start this in February. And I will say my husband is the only one who stayed under the budget. But that was great because that only benefits our household. I did go over about $150, which is, or 100. Either way, it was bad, but all is well because me spending an additional $100 or $150 is not that big of a deal when it comes to our finances and our income as a whole. So I just want to say we did the February low buy or low spend challenge, and we did phenomenally, and we were able to meet all of our financial goals, because of which, and honestly, if I didn't have 2 birthdays and a book club meeting at the end of February, 2 birthdays that I went to celebrate, I would not have gone over budget. Anyway, I'm looking at my iPad here. Let's talk about our financial goals. I really just want to pop them on the screen and say these are the ones we accomplished and the ones that we didn't, but some people listen to me as opposed to watching, so I'm going to run through them. For our February financial goals, tasks, and to-dos, we wanted to do and did the following things: invest 15% of our paychecks, pay our monthly credit card bill, save $2,000, do random acts of kindness, complete our car service. I have on here $350 for the car service because that's what our mechanic quoted us. However, it was more than that, and then I also had to go back for a service to Toyota for a service that my mechanic could not do. I'm assuming because he does not have the machinery. We'll talk about that in a minute. Collect birthday money. I was hosting book club. We had a birthday. Our leader's birthday was in February, and so I collected money and ordered her a gift. That same person is my friend, so I wanted to get her her own separate gift, which we actually threw her a party. So that was really her gift, but I did purchase her an actual gift card as well. Buy my friend Tanya a birthday gift, buy a Mardi Gras shirt, because you know I was going to a Mardi Gras themed event. That was my plan before I went on the challenge. So I decided I wasn't gonna buy a shirt because I don't like shirts and they were expensive, and I was going to piece together a Mardi Gras themed outfit, which I did do. Yeah, it was an outfit. I just wore regular clothes and wore like a mask and a boa, stuff like that. Make shareable dishes for book club and for the Mardi Gras party. I made the same dish, which is a hit. Buy wine for our blind wine tasting that we did at book club. We each contributed a bottle of wine for the blind wine tasting, so I needed to contribute mine, even though I didn't drink any of the wine because I was facilitating it and I didn't feel like drinking it because, you know, I'm being low I'm on like a dry-ish journey. One day I'll probably give up alcohol altogether. You probably don't know this, but I really just started drinking alcohol for real probably like 5 years ago during COVID, maybe 6 years ago-ish during COVID, which is when we bought this house, right before COVID. So we started hosting and stuff like that. And that's probably when I got into alcohol for real. Before that, it was just like, if I did it, I might not. Heavily, I mostly did not. Not mostly, like 99% of the time I did not. Order birthday items for my friend's birthday party, I think. Buy home goods. Those are just little things that we need around the house, around the clock. We always need batteries or this or that. So we did all of those. I did not schedule the OBGYN, but well, let's just say my visits may be covered again under my new insurance. So since I'm still in the time frame for which I don't need to schedule one technically because I have normal results, I will likely be waiting on that instead of paying for this out of pocket, which is hundreds of dollars. Book my laser hair appointment, a touch-up. I didn't do that. I might actually do that now. It's literally 20 bucks, but it's not high on my priority list. And then schedule our tax appointment, which we'll probably do either this month in March or maybe in April. For our bills, I will pop up those. The only one worth notating, well, there are two that fluctuate each month. One is electricity. It was $218.91 in February, and then water/sewer was $82.34. And then actually my pet plan, which tends to go up every February because that's when we adopted our dog, so that's, and got her like a pet insurance. So that's when we get the new plan each year, and it normally goes up. So that actually did go up for the first time since last February to $67.55. I had 2 paydays again. My husband had 2 paydays. I sold a purse. I got some money for coaching. Well, I had met up with a friend to give her some tips for content creation, and I was doing it for free really, but she gave me some money. So technically that was coaching, though it was very much like a casual conversation. So normally I would put it in my business, on the business side of things, but I think for February it falls in the personal side of things. I got a mileage reimbursement from January, and then I got a reimbursement for this training that I took in like November, December, a long time ago. It was a late reimbursement, so I got a reimbursement for that. And then I also sold a table. I'm in the process of selling and decluttering things, and so because of which we had a pretty good month for income. For expenses, we had this low spend challenge, y'all. We really didn't spend money for real. Let's say I went to an event with a friend. Instead of putting the title of the event or whatever, I actually just categorized it as either my allowance, Shay allowance, or Mark allowance, just so we could keep track of our allowances. So I actually can't tell you really anything that we spend our personal funds on for real. But the only thing that was really out of the ordinary is literally for football, Super Bowl Sunday, we did a Wingstop order. I had to pay a fee in February. We had to pay a fee. Our car service was not $350. It would have been without needing 2 new tires. It ended up being $664.65, which is perfect timing because we were in a low spend month anyway. The only other thing worth notating for real is that when I went back to Toyota for regular maintenance, now I think I scheduled purposefully to get the service that my mechanic couldn't do, which is a wheel alignment, I guess. Mechanics may not have the machinery for that. That was $178.15. But outside of like the Super Bowl Sunday and, oh, I think our date night, we had one date night. Well, it was a date night, but we went to a breakfast. We were supposed to go to a dinner, but then we went to breakfast instead, like a brunch. And I don't see that on here. It might be categorized as my allowance or my husband's, or we split it. But literally of all of the expenses, those are the only ones that really and truly stand out. We spent $5,423.16, which, as you know, that is good for us. In fact, if you would deduct the fees, the Toyota stuff and the mechanic stuff, like all of that, you would knock off like $1,000. So we would have only spent like a little over $4,000, which is great for us. Our mortgage alone, as you see, is almost $1,700. So we had a great month, and we intend to repeat that in March. So those are our finances for February. I feel like now is an appropriate time to talk about our March finances for those who may just be coming here for finances. Let's talk about March. We want to invest 15% of our paychecks, pay our monthly credit card bill, save $2,000. That's if we don't file our taxes and have a refund, which we might. We normally don't, but every now and again we do. Complete random acts of kindness. Buy my niece a birthday gift. Her birthday is in March. Purchase jewelry event ticket. I already, come on, get it together. I already did that. I'm going to a jewelry event with a friend, and that comes from my allowance. Purchase concert tickets, which we will do this weekend. Book Atlanta hotel. Our cousin turns 50 in April, and we're thinking of not going for both days of the extravaganza, but maybe one day, for which case we will need to book a hotel. Purchase our Vegas flights, because we're taking a trip to Vegas with our cousins for our annual cousins trip. And according to Google and Capital One, they suggest not purchasing tickets anytime before March 7th, but somewhere between March 7th and June 9th, I think, is when they are predicting the tickets to be the lowest. So sometime between March and June, we're gonna buy our tickets. Schedule the washing machine repair, which I already did. That's another thing that has gone wrong, is we need to get our washing machine repaired. And then I have on here to schedule the OBGYN, book our laser hair appointment, my laser hair appointment, schedule a tax appointment, and then file our taxes. For our bills, they're pretty much looking the same, except for water/sewer is gonna be 80/20 and electricity is gonna be $291.53. And I think our issue with the washing machine is what's contributing to an increased amount for electricity and water, which is why I really wanna have it figured out before summer gets here, because spring has sprung here in Georgia and summer's around the corner, and what I'm not gonna be doing is paying like $500-600 or whatever for electricity due to an issue with the washing machine. We are going to budget $1,500 for shopping, mainly because of the washing machine repair. That puts us saving roughly $2,000 per our normal budget. You know, we try to budget about $6,500 per month at minimum. Anything above that, we can decide what we want to do with it. And that's it. For now, we're expecting 2 paychecks each and a mileage check. And of course, if I sell anything that I have listed or anything new, that could be extra funds, but that's what our finances are looking like for March. Now let's recap the month of February and do my little February, what do I call this? A February monthly reflection. Let's start with highs. I went to a Bunko party. Let me know if you know anything about Bunko. That was so fun. Organizing. I did a lot of organizing in February. Building relationships with folks. Weight loss. I lost some weight in February. Date night. Date night. It was a whole day date. That was fun. Friend dates and book club. For lows, I put low spend / penny pinching because I was borrowing things for people, which is what we should be doing anyway. Why should I go buy something brand new? Like for my friend's birthday party, it was fur themed. Well, of course I asked around for a fur instead of buying it, and I asked around for a Mardi Gras stuff. You know, that's what we should be doing anyway. I feel like that's the epitome of community, which I'm big on, but I feel like I was penny pinching in February, going to extreme lengths to try to stay under this budget, which I did up until the last week of February, and then wrenches were thrown in my plans. It's a long story. I went to a cake decorating class, and I do try to try something new every month, but I did not like that at all. Turns out, I don't know, I do like art. I like to enjoy art. I just didn't like that. It was just messy. If I were home, maybe, but just being out and about, sitting at a messy table with a bunch of messy people, I just didn't care for that. I put Valentine's Day weekend was a low, but I can't tell you why. I literally have no idea. I put life. Oh Lord Jesus, what was I going through? My job for sure. Feeling sick, because I was starting to feel sick in February, but I fell sick in March, and I'm still sick. And then we went to this comedy show called Bored Teachers that my husband enjoys going to, and so I joined him, and I didn't really like it, so there's that. Lessons, I put I'm not a baker. Accountability is greater than anything. Deprivation is less than anything. Mardi Gras and king cakes. I tried a king cake at the Mardi Gras party. I relearned bunko and now I feel confidently about it. My favorites, the strawberry sunrise Alani, but then I discovered, I put lime crush. The lime slush Alani, that one might be my favorite. Candy sausages, which I tried at the bunko party. I don't think they're Mardi Gras themed. It's just what my friend had brought and it was so good. Hurricane, my favorite, a hurricane. Why would a drink. I'm like, why would a hurricane be my favorite? I tried a hurricane at the Mardi Gras party. That was good. My Mardi Gras gift that I took, that's the thing for bunko, you have to take a gift. Normally there's a budget. How you place at the end is how you pick your gift, and then you can kind of steal, so it's kind of like white elephant-ish. I don't know if these are the official rules. This is just how they do it. And then my Mardi Gras outfit, which I thought was kind of raggedy, but people complimented me on it. Peanut butter filled powdered Chex snack, something else that I tried at bunko. Unexpected cash, which was from the coaching. I tried a bee's knees martini from Bonefish. That was good. I did go to Bonefish. Actually, Bonefish saw me multiple times in February for multiple occasions. That was good. Cocktail themed birthday party / book club meeting. Here is my mood board. I guess you can see this pretty good. My doggy up there. That was my Mardi Gras themed gift. Here. Yes, it was like a cute little bucket. That's my ugly cake. That's meeting up with a friend. I just talked up my friend. She just texted me. That's crazy. I just talked up. This is my friend. And that's the Mardi Gras themed party. I just talked her up because she just texted me. Cotton candy Alani, I think. Yes, that was good. Me and my husband date night. Girl, I'm all over the place. That's the sweet potato bowl. Oh, the bee's knees. We didn't even take, I don't even have a picture. Oh, there's a picture from the book club party situation. I had ordered these because in book club we celebrate birthdays anyway. That's why it made sense to do both events here, or to bring book club here because we already do celebrate birthdays. I had ordered these little drink toppers with my friend's face on it, and that's a picture from book club, but we didn't take a photo together. But this was February. Took a little break to chat on the phone, but I'm back. Let's talk about these February goals. For February, I wanted to take a personal day. It can be any day. I normally just try to pre-plan a day. I put February 6th. I did take a personal day. On February the 6th, I wanted to read 4 books. I did, I think. Shadows and Whispers, The Fall Risk, Bookmarked, which was the book club pick, and then Life's Too Short. I don't think I read The Fall Risk. That's cap. I think I only read 3. But what did my thing say? Let's look at my February. I read Life's Too Short for sure, rated it a 4. Shadows and Whispers, rated it a 2. That was a buddy read, didn't really like it. Bookmarked, rated it a 3, really a 3.5. So I did only read 3 books. Interestingly enough, from this list, already in March, since I've been homesick, I've read 2 of the books. So that's why in my head, I think I've read more than 4 books from this list, because technically I have, but not for February. So I didn't meet that goal. Self-care, I wanted to schedule the OGBYN, schedule laser hair removal, grow my nails, buy perfume, which I did, and I think I found my signature scent. Dry-ish February and dry and low by February. Because I achieved more than I didn't, I'm accounting that as achieved. For complete home projects, I did list and sell unused items, but I need to repeat that for March. I did declutter upstairs, but I still want to do it in March. I want this to be an ongoing thing. I decorated for Valentine's Day, decorated for the parties. So, dang. Oh, we did change our air filters. I think we did, but we still need to do it. We have to change ours like monthly, so it's still gonna be an ongoing thing. Dang, I could have, in February, we could have completed this whole list because it's not that deep. Oh well, there's always March. Invest 15% of our paychecks, which we did, and save $2,000, which we did. For relationships, I did all the things. Scheduled friend dates, caught up with a friend, celebrated, helped one person, at least, and bought birthday gifts. For career, search and apply for jobs, which I have been in my search and apply for jobs bag. I'm actually supposed to be bringing you guys along with me on my journey, but I fear that my journey is already coming to an end. Stay tuned for more info on that. Had a brain call about a sponsorship, did not hear back from them, so I did not secure a sponsorship, and the company is a company I've worked with before, so I do hope we get to work together because I prefer to work with people I've worked with before. Did not publish 6 YouTube videos, only published 2. Workout 3+ times per week. I did schedule my workout days weekly. Didn't lose 6 pounds, quite. Did do low calorie, low carb, and I limited eating out. I'm gonna mark that as achieved. Let's talk about March. For March, I wanna take a personal day. As it stands, I will be off work from February, March 27th until like April the 14th or 15th or something. Let's look to April 13th for spring break. So I'm putting on here to take a personal day, March 30th, though I can take one March 27th as well. So I just found out that unless we have to take off for inclement weather between now and the 27th, then that Friday we will be off work as well. So either one. Read 4 books. I've already read 2 of them. I want to read The Housemaid is Watching. I already read it. The Housemaid's Wedding. Already read it. The Sunsets in Singapore. That's the book club pick. It's back here. The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. The Four Winds by Kristen Hanna. And Dear Debbie by Frida McFadden. Honestly, with my newfound releasing myself from having a bunch of responsibilities and being sick, I might read more than 4 books in March. Self-care, same stuff, plus try one new experience, which I don't know what that will be. I have, well, maybe. I have stuff on my planner and things that I'm doing in the month, but I don't know that anything's new, but I'll find something. Same stuff for home projects in addition to decorating for spring. Invest 15% of paycheck, save $2,000. Same stuff for relationships, same stuff for career. Same stuff for business and YouTube. I'm actually attempting to film 9 videos in March, which is on par for the 2 uploads per week that I aim for, and March is a long month. However, I did fall ill, although technically if this video goes up today, then I'm on track. So I may make it to 9, but I'm gonna go with 6 just in case. Or I think I'm trying to go with 8, but I don't know. We're gonna go with 6 to be safe. And then the same stuff for health. This is the book club pick for March. I purchased this for less than $5 at the Book Warehouse outlet in Easley, South Carolina. I have it, and I need to start reading it. I am going to a sip and read in March and a plethora of reading events. So my plan is to bring this along and be reading it. Otherwise, I will probably be listening to audiobooks. Sorry about my voice. If it was a little bit different, sometimes my voice is always hoarse. So sometimes I come on here and I film videos with my voice being a little hoarse because I get a hoarse voice really easily. So you probably can't tell. I may sound a little nasally, so I apologize if so. Although if you're new here, you probably think that I'm just a little nasally, but I'm not nasally, I don't think. I might be, but more nasally today for sure. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give this video a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you're liking what you're seeing, and I will catch you guys right back here in a few days in a brand new video. Bye guys.